Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Allie from Pisces Tarot, and today's reading, or pick a card reading, we're going to be asking Spirit what you need to hear right now. So I'm going to be asking this to your spirit guides, your angels, God, source, even your higher self. Whatever you believe in, they will be coming through today in today's reading to give you or send you this message. So let's go ahead and get started with the piles. So in pile 1 right here, we have this tumbled amethyst right here. Cute, cute, cute. And then in pile 2, we have some angelite, which I actually got literally yesterday, and it has really helped me so much communicating with my guides and angels. So if you're interested, go and pick up some angelite. It's really nice. I like it. And then in pile 3, we have this rough rose quartz. Are you gonna focus? Yes? There we go. Okay, she's a little dirty, but that's okay. We all have imperfections. All right, so go ahead and pause the video if you need to. Take a look at all the piles and crystals. Use your intuition and pick the pile that you are most drawn to. And I will pick up with you guys with your reading. Hello, group 1. If you chose this tumbled amethyst right here, then this is going to be your reading. Now, I just want to put a disclaimer that I did pre-shuffle the cards before I started recording, because these cards are literally gargantuan, okay? And I have a really hard time shuffling. So I knew it was going to be awkward. Just me sitting here trying to shuffle these gigantic cards. So I did pull them, or pre-pull them. But this is going to be your reading. So I asked Spirit, what do you need to hear right now? So let's go ahead and set these cards down. We have the 3 of Swords. She gonna... Why is it not focusing? I swear I wanted to try autofocus and she just said no. But we have the 3 of Swords right here. We have the Fool. Upright, by the way. These are upright. We have the Star. And the 4 of Wands. I love the illustrations in this deck so much. So group 1, actually I'm gonna move these just a little bit right here. Group 1, I know you've been hurt in the past. And I know that that hurt that you have been through has been so debilitating that nothing ever good in life will ever seem possible again. Just the grief and despair and hopelessness that you've gone through, it genuinely just feels like the world is not working in your favor, and the universe isn't working in your favor, and that there's no hope. There's no hope for this life. There's no hope for you. There's no hope for love or having a happy and fulfilling life. You get the gist. You get the drill. But you know what? I want to tell you right now that this pain that you are feeling is necessary. And I know that sounds like awful, because you're like, well, why the hell, is the universe putting me through this absolute shitstorm? Okay. We all wonder that sometimes, like, why does pain exist? Why does sorrow exist? Why does evil exist? And I always ask that question too. I don't know. But what I do know is that there are reasons to these things, and you chose this pain before you even born. You knew that this was going to happen before you even came to life here on Earth. But I want you to know now that not all hope is gone, and I understand that your pain has been so debilitating. But there's healing. There is healing right here, and I want you to know now that you shouldn't, the message you need to hear now, and I am really hearing it from your higher self, honestly, you should not let this pain and sorrow and grief that you have been through just keep you from this new opportunity. I feel like there is a new opportunity coming around the corner, or it may be happening right now. And I do want to say that it is in love. I do want to say that you have been hurt by so many people in the past, but if you keep saying, I'm never going to date anybody again, I've been hurt so many times, I am never going to do this shit again. Dude, I feel you. Okay, I've been through there before. But we all know that the more we hide ourselves from other prospects or other partners just because we've been hurt in the past, how will we ever know that there will be somebody out there who will treat us like the king or the queen that we are? And so I feel like a new opportunity, a new love interest is coming your way. And I want to warn you right now that if you show any sense of like, you know, putting your walls up or whatever because you're just scared to be hurt again, this person, you know, this might not come to fruition. I mean, this person, this opportunity might just have to leave because you weren't ready for it. So I'm really telling you right now that I know the experiences that you have been through have been absolutely fucking awful. But I just want you to know that there is healing. There is healing right here. And I also do want to say, I do see that you are sheltering yourself. I mean, from the world, honestly. But we have to understand that the world has so much to offer. And if we're just sitting in our bed, like, don't get me wrong, I will sit in my bed and watch Netflix like all day. But that's really not the best thing that we can do. And I'm telling you right now that you need a community. And what I'm getting from the Four of Wands right here is that being by yourself right now, honestly, is not healthy. And there are times when I will say to somebody that they need to spend some time alone in solitude, like the hermit energy, you know what I'm saying? But I'm really not getting hermit energy right here. I'm getting that there are new opportunities coming to you, but you're not ready for that yet. But if you are not ready, but there's things that you can do to make yourself ready. And with the star, with healing and new like hope and opportunities. And when I see the Four of Wands, I think of community, reunions, coming home, feeling like you fit in. I do definitely feel like you need to join a community of people like you, maybe a support group or therapy even. Like, I really do think that you need to kind of break out of your shell or your bubble a little bit, because I definitely do feel like you've been just sulking a lot. And I do not want to say or be condescending, because I've been through shit where I just sulk for like a whole month even. But right now, that's not healthy for you. You are missing a sense of community here. And I do want to tell you that with the Fool, when I see this card, I see this crocodile or alligator on the bottom. Crocodile, alligator, who fucking knows, okay? But when I look at this card and I see, you know, this, I'm gonna say alligator. When I see this alligator, I see this person, I see the Fool ready to jump into this brand new adventure, this new opportunity, this new commitment. But there is this, you know, this fear like right under their feet that's stopping them from finally jumping in. And I know that fear for you. I know that fear is that you don't want to be hurt again. And you are fearful of joining a community again right here with the Four of Wands, because you don't trust people anymore. And literally, I feel you so hard. Like, people can be absolute just shit shows, okay? But I want you to know that there are people out there who want to help you and who want to surround themselves around you. And right now, I don't feel like being alone would be the best thing for you. I do feel like a community is what would be best for you right now, whether you surround yourself with family, or friends, or joining a community, like I said, a support group or therapy. I want to remind you as well, Group 1, that, you know, the heartbreak and despair that you're going through right now is going to result in you becoming so much stronger and so much more elevated than you were before. Especially with this card, the illustrations on this card, because I see this woman weeping. She is so sad and traumatized and just, you know, heartbroken with betrayal. And then I see these angels right next to her, comforting her, telling her that she is not alone. And then I also see these angels as being like her higher self, saying, hey, you know, we are much better now than we were before. And we just want to say, keep pushing, because this is not the end, okay? And you are going to come out so much stronger. And, you know, I honestly love like cliches like this because they are so true. Like, how many times have we gone through like hardship and just come out so much more stronger? And I also do feel like this situation that you are going through has been leading to a spiritual journey, right? So I kind of get the feeling that prior to whatever you're going through right now, which I do suspect, I have two options here. Please pick what resonates. One is a breakup, and then two, I feel like some of you have had a loss in the family, and I feel like you don't feel like there is any hope. But I'm telling you right now, I just want to let you know that, you know, whoever you did lose, to those who it resonates with, they are looking over you, and they are telling you, get the fuck off your bed, okay? I love you. I want to see you happy. I want to see you grow. I want to see you spend time with friends and family and find a community and take these new... I don't want you to feel like just because I'm not here, you can't live your life to the fullest. Take that new opportunity. They're like shoving this in your face, okay? So for some of you, that, you know, this message will be from your higher self, and some it'll actually be from somebody who has passed on the other side, which I am deeply sorry for your loss. And I don't mean to sound insensitive, but they are saying, dude, take the chance, okay? Do not be sad. They're the type of person that did not enjoy like other people crying around them. They wouldn't know what to do. They would be awkward, and they were definitely the type of person to be like, hey, you know, I get that you're crying, but let's go up and like get some fucking ice cream or something. Like, I don't know. I feel like they were that type of person. But yeah, I want you to know that, you know, there is hope. There's hope. And I know you feel hopeless, but I do suggest community. But I do want you finding a community, but I do want you to know right now that it's okay. Like, I know I keep saying you shouldn't be in bed, you know, you need to get up and find a community, but I want you to know that your feelings are absolutely valid, absolutely okay, and it is okay to take time to grieve and process these feelings that you're feeling. But I also want you to know that your higher self, or this person who has passed, wants to see you happy, and they know that through a community you will be happy. And I also want you to know that possibly, if this is a love interest that you have lost, this community that you may join, this could be your chance to find somebody who will treat you like the wonderful, amazing person that you are. There could be somebody here waiting, and this could definitely be, you know, a part of the universe's plan that, you know, this person wasn't meant for you. I mean, if they hurt you this bad, they definitely were meant for you. Nobody who hurts you so much, like the Three of Swords, is going to be meant to stay in your life forever, because that's just not going to serve your highest good. So yeah, group one, I'm pretty sure that's all of it for the tarot right now. Main message with the tarot is that I know you've been through it. I know your sorrows, and I know your pain. But honestly, being alone is only hurting you more. And I do think that if you surround yourself with people who are like-minded as you, who have been through the same stuff that you have, so if it may be somebody who passed, maybe a grief support group, or if it was a lover, maybe a breakup support group, those exist. I definitely think that that's going to be better for you in this situation. And I do feel like you are the person that, after a breakup or after a tough situation, does try to, numb the pain with other people, hanging out with their friends and stuff, just so they can forget about it a little bit. And this might seem like the same thing to you, but with this community and like just the pure bliss that I see in this card, I just want you to know that this time, it's going to be different. And this isn't you numbing the pain. This is people supporting you and being near you and being close to you, and really helping you on your journey with healing. So you're just not numbing the pain by yourself. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to go ahead and pull your oracles, and then I will pick up with you guys when I do so. All right, group 1, I have pulled all of your oracles, and I actually got this feeling right now. Like I just got this intense wave of sadness, and I feel like crying. And I feel like some of you, if this resonates with you, I do feel like some of you have been crying so much, like day in and day out. And I just want to tell you, you're not alone on it. Like that, I really do want to tell you, like, you're not alone. And I know you feel like it, but you heard me. You heard the 4 of Wands. And this is really about community and surrounding yourself with people, instead of being alone. But I'm going to go ahead and show you your oracles. So let's start with this one. We have changes. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. We have, it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. Abso-freaking-lutely. Definitely agree with that one. We have, let's see, star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. And then we have the moon in Virgo, contentment, the chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. And we have 18, the number 18 right here. I'm going to pull these back up a little bit. I do not have a lot of space on this desk, so I apologize for that, but hopefully you guys can see everything. All right, so yes, changes have happened, and changes will continue to happen. And I want you to know that changes will happen, whether we like it whether we like it or not as human beings, because in the end, the universe is our guiding light, and it really does, we do have free will, but it really does decide, before we're even born, like what our life path will be and the pain that we will go through. And I just want you to know that changes are necessary, and not all changes are bad. And I know, like, you feel like this upheaval. Like, I'm actually very surprised that, like, the Tower didn't come out in your reading, because I just feel like whatever you're going through, this grief that you're going through was sudden, and I feel like you didn't really expect it. And so now you're like, well, what the hell? Like, what do I even do now? Like, this completely ruined my world. It shook up my world. I no longer feel comfortable in my world, so I'm just gonna, stay in my room and just be alone. But I'm telling you that without this upheaval in your life, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here watching tarot. You wouldn't be here with this new spirituality. And I do feel like a lot of you have actually recently gotten to know your guides because of this, or your angels. And I feel like had this not have happened, that wouldn't have happened for a very, very long time. So I just want you to know that I want you to, feel grateful. I know it's hard, but I do want you to find at least a little bit of gratefulness for your guides being here with you right now, and this situation to come about, because your guides love you. They're here for your highest good. And I feel like without tragedy or without pain in our lives, I mean, why why would we even, a lot of us wouldn't even seek out, you know, a higher power or our guides if our lives were just happy and go lucky and dandy, you know what I'm saying? So, this, are we gonna, come on. There we go. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Absolutely. I want you to know that your spirit guides really do want to connect with you more, because they see you crying and they feel like absolute pieces of shit. Because, oh my gosh, why are we not? Okay, I'm just going to read it here. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Right. So I want you to, okay, so you think that you needed that person, or you think that you need to be alone, or you think that nobody's ever going to love you again, or you think that the universe is out to get you. And I'm telling you right now, what you think you need is not what you actually need, and what you think you want is not actually what you need as well. Because a lot of the times our wants are based on material things and the ego and stuff like that. Oh my gosh, I really wish this would focus. Maybe I'll like keep it down here a little bit. It's really bright. There we go. There we go. That's better. Okay. You know what's funny though is that like not funny, but this flower really looks like it's wilting. She does not look happy and healthy. And I'm assuming this right here is the sun right next to the flower. But there's such a thing as too much sun for a flower, too much water for a flower. Just like there's also such a thing as too much isolation for a human being. And I truly do believe that the longer we keep ourselves in isolation, even after, you know, a heartbreak or something happening, the longer we keep ourselves like that, I mean, just the more sad it'll make us. It's just like how if you sleep for too long, that you'll be tired in the morning. You will be way too tired in the morning. Whereas if you sleep the right amount of time, like 7-8 hours, you won't be tired. But if you sleep like a whole ass 10 hours, of course you're going to be tired. I mean, your body wants to keep sleeping because it slept so long. So I do think that you need to reach out, whether you like to pray or whether you see it as just talking to your guides, or meditation. I really want to emphasize this here, that this situation was put into place so that, you know, you can connect with your guides or your higher self in a better way. And honestly, like I said earlier, I do feel like, you know, this situation really kicked off your spiritual journey. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, so we do have, it's time to take action. Absolutely. This is all about taking action, getting off the bed. And I know you're sad, and it really is okay to be sad, but you know what's better than being sad and alone? Being sad and surrounding yourself with people who have either one, gone through what you have gone through, or two, want to support you in every way possible. And it really is time to take action. It really is time for manifestation as well for you. So I do feel like you have been manifesting recently, but not necessarily for the right reasons. Okay, I do feel like you have been manifesting maybe your ex-partner to come back, or I'm not sure, like honestly, your ex-partner to come back, or if somebody has passed away in your life. I do feel like you are manifesting happiness, and you keep asking the universe, you know, please take this pain away. And that's fine to manifest happiness and abundance in your life. But sometimes these things we do need to go through in order to receive that happiness from the universe. We do have star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission, activation. When I saw transmission, I did think of like a car, and you know, so like a broken down car that's been used so many times and super old, and you know, it's gonna take a while to start it back up. It's gonna take a while to totally, you know, heal this car. It's gonna take a while for the car to start running again. And this does remind me of you. It is gonna take a little bit before you finally, you know, feel whole again. It's gonna take a little bit before you finally, you know, feel like you are on the right path, and that is okay. But again, I'm telling you, community, surrounding yourself with people instead of isolation is going to help you on that journey. And star bathing, yep, definitely reminds me of the star. Bathe yourself in the hope, you know, that good things are coming, because they are. And you need to, if you don't believe that, make yourself believe, okay? Do whatever you need to do to make yourself believe that good things are coming for you, because they definitely 100% are. Moon in Virgo, let's see, what does it say up here? The chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. And we have contentment over here. So yeah, definitely, I feel like you are, or you have been neglecting your health, whether it be mental health or even physical health. Because, you know, a lot of the times when we go through grief, you know, it's hard to eat. It's hard to eat well, or even eat at all. And I want to remind you to eat. I mean, your higher self or your person who passed away is telling you to eat something, okay? Because I feel like you haven't been eating a lot, and you really need to fill your body with, you know, these nutrients in order to, you know, because if we don't eat, I mean, of course you're going to feel like shit. But I do feel like your higher self or your person is telling you, take care of yourself. Because if you don't, it's going to be really hard to, you know, join, you know, this community, because you're always going to be miserable, and you're just going to want to go back home and just go to sleep forever. And, you know, sleeping is okay, but they are also wanting me to tell you, please don't sleep too much, because believe it or not, sleeping too much is detrimental to our body. So yeah, and that will lead to satisfaction eventually, maybe not now, but it is on the way. And even if you aren't completely satisfied after you feed yourself or sleep, you know, correctly, if that makes sense, that will lead to satisfaction down the road, because the more you take care of your body, the more you will be happy. And when I saw 18, I definitely thought of like young, like fresh young energy, just like the Fool. You know, a person just turns 18 and there's so many new opportunities available to them, but they're scared because they've lived with their parents for so long. You know, they're scared to take these new steps, like going to college, or getting engaged or married, or just leaving the house and moving out. And that's okay, and that's normal, but you know, it's gonna happen eventually. I mean, we're all kind of expected most of us are kind of expected when we turn 18 to get a job, or, you know, go to university, or move out of the house. And I want you, don't feel forced to move on very quickly. If people I feel like people are telling you, hey, move on, it's been such and such long time. First of all, F them, okay? I'm sorry, but people who say that, like, I just don't get it. But I want you to know that, like I said, community is important. You need to, you know, get out of your house, and spend time with your friends or a support group. But I'm telling you, take your time with that, okay? Take all the time you need to be sad, and to keep yourself in isolation. But what I'm saying from that is, you know, it's not okay to do it for too long. You know, just like it's really like not okay for, you know, in society, I would say a 30 or 40-year-old to still be living at their parents' house. Like, people don't, you know, find that acceptable. So I'm just telling you right now that it's okay to take the time that you need to, but know that nothing, you know, these opportunities that are waiting on the other side, you know, they're not going to come to you as quickly if you're just waiting for it to happen in your home. I do feel like, you know, surrounding yourself. I do think of nature as well. When I see all these flowers and this beautiful, I'm thinking about hiking as well. I feel like you need to go on a hike. Go on a hike. No, I feel like you need to find yourself in nature, and I do feel like spending time in nature with your friends or family or a support group would be beneficial for you. I actually have a friend who was talking about how she's looking into therapy, and she actually found a therapist that does like outdoor adventure sessions with like other people. And so it's a bunch of people that like are in the therapy group, and they go out into nature and go kayaking or whatnot. I do feel like that would be good for you, because I know staying stuck in the house, you know, that house is full of this like old air, this old dull air that's been in there forever. And I feel like you need some fresh air. And I do feel like that will be good for not only your physical health, but your mental health as well. Dang. Okay. So group 1, I think that is going to be it for your guys' reading. The gist of everything pretty much. It is okay to, you know, take time to grieve about something that happened. But I want you to know that the longer that you postpone these new opportunities that are going to come to you, the longer that you are just going to feel awful physically and mentally. And I want, you know, I keep wanting to say spirit, but your ancestor or the person who passed away in your life, oh my gosh, come on, the person who passed away or your higher self is telling you to take action when you are ready, of course, when you are ready, because it's going to lead to so many new and good things that you truly do need in this lifetime, whether it be a new partner or just in general happiness and contentment with life. So yeah, that's going to be it for your guys' reading, group 1. I wish you all the best, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Hello, group 1. If you guys chose this angelite crystal, then this is going to be your reading. I guess she's not going to focus. That's great. But just a little disclaimer, I did pre-shuffle and pre-pull just because these cards are absolutely gigantic, and I felt like it would be awkward to shuffle these giant cards while I was recording, so I just pre-shuffled and pre-pulled your cards. But let's go ahead and look. I asked Spirit, what do you need to hear right now? So we have the 8 of Pentacles. Put it right here. We have the Magician reversed. We have the 10 of Pentacles. Love this card. And we have the 7 of Cups. So, group 2, I am totally getting that. Okay, first of all, we're talking finances here. We're talking opportunities, new financial opportunities and whatnot. And Spirit told me that there's something that you have been wanting to do for quite a long time in terms of finances, and I do get the impression that it's something that is kind of out of the norm that a lot of people wouldn't understand. So maybe starting your own tarot YouTube channel, or starting your own crystal business or tarot business, or whatever it might be. And I honestly, I do get the feeling that some of your family, your immediate family, or just some of your family in general, may not have the same beliefs as you do. So I do feel like a lot of you here are spiritual and possibly don't believe in like any major religion, and I feel like some of your family may, and I feel like with this Magician here reversed, I feel like you are having these doubts, these incredibly debilitating doubts of starting, you know, this new opportunity in your financial life, because you are afraid that it won't be accepted either by your friends or your family or just society in general. But I want you to know that you have so many choices. Okay, first of all, you have so many choices when it comes to this kind of stuff. Like, you have a lot of stuff that you're passionate about and a lot of stuff that you like to do. But what I'm getting from this is, out of all of these choices, there is one choice that you really want to do. So I'm getting the vibe that, or not, why did I say the vibe? That's so stupid. I am getting from Spirit that you do have a lot of choices in terms of income, but a lot of these choices are not going to make you happy. They may give you the most money or the most financial stability, but I'm a firm believer in that if you do a job, or if you work for somebody or something, and you are not passionate about it, or you do not enjoy it, you will not live a fulfilling life. And that's just my belief, honestly, because every single job that I have had that I was not passionate about, it really took a toll on my mental health. And I want you to know that if you choose this thing that you've been pondering about and wondering about for so long, I want you to know that you will be successful. It will be a slow success. I want you to know that it's not going to happen overnight. But you will be successful. Absolutely. But yeah, so basically the whole thing about this is that I know that you're doubting, because you're not doubting because you're scared, or because of the money, or because you're worried that you'll continue to like it. You are worried because you don't know if everybody's going to be on your side. The people that are closest to you, you are worried that family ties may be less, because I know a lot of the time spirituality and religion can be a touchy subject, and a lot of people do see it as a deal breaker if some of their close family members or friends or even relationships, they see it as a deal breaker in the sense that their religion just doesn't comply with your type of spirituality, and you are scared that because I do feel like you are the type of person that shares everything with your family, because you guys are close. You share, everything about your love life and, your friends, and you are close. But I feel like you have heard your family say things about maybe tarot or crystals or witchcraft. And maybe they said something like, oh, that's literally the devil. Like, those people are going to hell. And you're like, what? Like, I am honestly so scared to tell them that I'm considering starting my own tarot business, because what if they completely disown me? And stuff like that. And I cannot tell you whether they will or they won't, because they are their own person. I really do. I feel like these are either parents that I'm talking about or a partner, possibly. I do feel like some of you have kind of drifted from old religious beliefs, and have really, felt like you belong here with tarot and this kind of spirituality and stuff. I feel like you feel way more comfortable here than you ever did in any organized religion. And I know you're scared to tell your family or your friends or your partner this new idea that you have. I really see self-doubt right here, because with the Magician upright, I think of as above, sound down below. You have everything you need to follow your dreams and do what you want, including, support from your family and friends. But reversed, I do feel like that's completely the opposite. Yes, you have everything you need in terms of your wonderful intuition, your kindness, and your drive, your passion for this kind of stuff, the kind of stuff that you want to start and do. But you're missing this one thing. You feel like you think you can't do this because, you're scared of what your friends and family will think. But I'm here to tell you right now that this is your life, and I understand that family and friends can be important to you. But I want you to maybe close your eyes for a second. You don't have to. It's whatever. But close your eyes and imagine you 20 years from now. And you decided not to go through with this. You just decided to work a regular 9-to-5 job. And just imagine, how would you feel? How would you feel every day waking up for work, putting on the same clothes every day? Not that there's anything wrong with working a 9-to-5. It's just some of that, that's not meant for everybody. And to be honest with you, humans aren't meant to be working 9-to-5s. We're meant to be creative and do what we enjoy and do what we love. So I just want you to imagine a life where this didn't happen. I want you to imagine a life where you said, no, I'm not going to do this because I'm scared. I'm not going to do this because I'm fearful. But I'm telling you right now, Miss Universe, Miss Girl, she is on your side. Okay, because Ten of Pentacles to me right here, this is you and this is Miss Universe. Okay, Miss Universe is looking down on you like, girl, guy, they, them. You got this, okay? I want you to know that the universe has your back on this. And whatever you decide to do, they are with you always. They truly do see the potential in you. And there's a reason that you've been thinking about this for so long. There's a reason that your gut instinct is telling you to go through with this new opportunity. I really am hearing YouTube channel. I'm hearing YouTube channel and Etsy business, which if that resonates with you, you know, take this as your sign. And as for your family, or the people who you think won't support you, cutting ties with family is incredibly hard. But some of these people, okay, for half of group 2 here, I do want to say that they may be disappointed at first and a little shocked, but they will come around. And to that I say awesome. So you do not need to worry if you feel like these people will act that way. The other half of you, these people are going to disown you because they just genuinely don't agree with you, and they take that, they don't understand what you're doing. A lot of these people don't understand tarot. They see tarot or whatever you decide to do and think of it as evilness or witchcraft. And to a lot of these people, that is a complete deal breaker for them. And to you guys who, you know, are in this situation, I want to say that cutting off, you know, family or friends or relationships is super tough. But the people in your life who aren't here for your highest good, they're going to leave your life whether you want to or not. And I hate to say that, but doing this, taking this leap of faith and going for it, is only going to speed up the process. So you can either wait, you can either do it now and go through this pain now, but come out strong, or you can live this life in hiding. You can start this business and hide it from these people, but what good is it? You know, what good is it to hide what you're most passionate about from the people who you love the most, you know? So with this Eight of Pentacles as well, I do want to let you know that your hard work will pay off. It will pay off so well. And I want to say, maybe not financially, like, yeah, you'll be financially okay. I mean, you won't be a millionaire or a billionaire. Maybe not financially, but spiritually and mentally, absolutely. By doing this, your life, like when I worked a 9 to 5, I felt like so awful all the time. And then when I started doing this, I was like, I'm good juju right now. Like, I swear. But I do feel like this is going to make you really happy because you've been wanting to do this. And imagine living a life where you're stuck doing what you don't like to do. That's certainly not a way to live. But up here, I see like all these good options that you have with the 7 of Cups. And then down here, I just see like all the options that are normal in today's society, but you know, you are not normal. You are not made for normal. I mean, I'm just going to be honest. You were made to be more. You were made to start whatever you are wanting to start because you are just so extremely passionate about it. But I think that's it for your tarot. I'm going to go ahead and pull some oracles. And then I will catch up with you guys when I do so. All right, group 2, I am back with your oracles right here. I asked Spirit, what does group 2 need to know? So let's go ahead and take a look here. Accept and receive. Yup. Yes. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Absolutely. We have it's time to release negativity. Full moon in Scorpio. Actually, put that right here. There we go. We have lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything aligned must go. And we have Moon in Aries, believe in yourself, courage. Oh yeah. So the spirit, the universe and spirit are really hounding you on this. They are really saying this is something that you need to do. This is something that's gonna make you happy. And I know they're literally saying that I know that, you know, you might lose some people through this, but it's crucial to accept that this might happen. Even if it doesn't, you need to accept that it might be a possibility and, you know, by accepting that possibility, you can receive this abundance and this dream that you have been dreaming of for so freaking long. I see like with this flower up here on the top half, this does not look like a soft flower up here, okay? It looks spiky. Like, it looks like if you touched it, you would, like, fucking die or whatever. But this to me, like, reminds me of, like, your situation now. And here, on the bottom half of the flower, this, like, beautiful pattern really reminds me of what will happen once you accept what's going on here. So definitely do accept the fact that a lot of the things you do in this life, you might lose people, but those people weren't even meant to be in your life in the first place. Like, yeah, they could be family members, but that doesn't mean that, you know, they have to stay in your life forever. There is a stream of love supporting my dreams. Yep. So universe, hello girl. The universe and your guides and your angels are all pouring their love down onto you, their encouragement, their pride. They are so proud of you. And they hate to see you struggling like this. I feel like this really is kind of a inner conflict that you've been dealing with for a while. But they want you to know that you are so supported in the spiritual realm. And I know a lot of the times that can be hard to feel, but this really is like your sign. You know, support is always there for you. Encouragement is always there for you from your spiritual team in the universe. My nails. So hard to get everything out, I swear. We have it's time to release negativity, full moon in Scorpio. Absolutely. I love like these two go so well together. Let me switch it real quick. These two go so well together because, you know, to accept, you know, the situation that you're in to where these people might not fully, you know, accept your financial opportunity that you're willing to go for. The people who leave, the people who decide to not support you, that's just the release of negativity in your life, okay? So I don't want you to be scared. I mean, you know, if you are scared, that is okay, and that's valid. But I want you to take hope and trust in knowing that whoever will leave your life or not, you know, like you anymore or whatever because of what you may be doing, that's negativity just flowing out of your life, you know, like a stream. It's gonna feel, you're gonna feel sad, but not for long. And I am getting that. I just feel so sad for you because I know how hard it is for somebody to love something so much and want to go for it, and the people they truly love like don't agree and, you know, won't have it, and it really does suck. Let's see. We have lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. I do feel like there is one certain person in this situation where you are truly, absolutely scared to tell, in fear that your relationship will be completely ruined. But what kind of life is it to live to be in this person's presence or be with this person that is not going to support you in anything that you do when it comes to this? Lifting the veil of truth. That is what I heard. There's a truth to this person that you've kind of been questioning. Like, I want to say, like, does this person actually support me or do they just like want me in their life? Like, does this person actually love me or do they just want me here because they're comfortable here? That's what I'm getting. So there's some truth that needs to come out, and it probably will during this time. We have Moon in Aries, which is believe in yourself and courage. Yeah, so definitely self-doubt was a big thing with the Magician. And I am really seeing this. in this card as well, self-doubt. You know what's interesting is that my signs from my guides are butterflies. So if you have, you know, signs from your spirit that you've told your spirit guides, like, oh, if you want me to go through this, I want to see a flower. Or if you want me to go through this, I want to see a dove. I feel like there might be a sign in here for you, maybe a scorpion or something like that. So the universe is also telling me as well, because there's lots of fire energy right here, okay? And Aries is a very impulsive sign. They are here. Aries are here on this earth to learn a lot and experience the world in fresh eyes. And that's what I feel like you need to do. Like, this is going to be a learning process. And even if you aren't an Aries, I feel like you might be, I don't know. I feel like you're not impulsive. I feel like you're the type to really consider other people's feelings before you do something. But this is the time to have Aries energy. Okay, this is the time to, be selfish for once. Selfish in a good way. Aries are selfish in a good way in that they do what they love. They do what they love, and like, they do care about other people's feelings. But in the end, a lot of them do recognize that, you know, they're going to do what makes them happy because this is their life regardless. So yeah, group 2, that was your reading. I really do wish you good luck on this journey. I know how terrifying it can be starting a new business or opportunity, but I want you to know that the universe definitely does have your back. A stream of love is like pouring down on you. I see it like from the clouds, just whoosh, like you are good. But the whole people who aren't going to support you thing, I want you to know that these people, if they do choose to like not like you anymore or disown you, I want you to know that wasn't your only stream of love. It's right here. You just have to accept that, you know, things like this might happen. And once you accept that, once you find acceptance in this situation, you are going to feel so much lighter and so much more sure about, you know, making this decision. But that's going to be it for you guys, group 2. I wish you good luck on this journey, and I will see you guys in the next one. Hello, group 3. If you chose this rough rose quartz, which is not focusing, there we go, then this is going to be your reading. I just want to put out a disclaimer that I already pre-shuffled and pre-pulled the cards. These cards are chunky and they are huge, okay, and it's really hard to shuffle them, so I just wanted to do that off camera, so I wasn't like, I don't know, I feel like it would be awkward if I did it on camera, but let's go ahead and take a look at your cards. So I asked Spirit, what does group 3 need to hear? We have Justice reversed. We have the Devil reversed. Oh my gosh. We have the 8 of Cups, which is upright. And we have the 7 of Wands reversed. So, group 3, this wasn't your fault. I know you think that situation was your fault, but I'm telling you right now that it's not. Something happened that was out of your control. Something happened that you feel like there had to be something you could have done for this thing to not happen. You're blaming yourself, quite honestly. You blame yourself for the situation day in and day out. You are having sleepless nights. You think that this was your fault. I'm here to tell you that, you know, whatever you're being blamed for, whether you are blaming yourself or somebody is blaming you for this situation, this terrible, awful situation, I want you to know that it's not your fault. It is not your fault. You couldn't have done anything different. Okay, it's just the stuff like this happens, and I'm gonna be honest here. I don't know what the situation is. It could be a death. Okay, it could be a traumatic event that you feel responsible for, and you keep blaming yourself. And don't just stop. Please don't blame yourself. I'm telling you right now that you are not the one to blame. Group 3, I'm so sorry. It's time to let go. I mean, the situation that you've been blaming yourself so long for, I'm just here to tell you that it's not your fault. Your spirit guides, source. I mean, even a person who passed away, if this resonates with you, they are here to tell you that there was nothing else you could have done, and it's time to let go. They want you to let go. They hate seeing you cry. They hate seeing you like crying and laying in bed every night, sleepless nights, just wondering what else could have been. This could be any situation. It could be a breakup, but I'm really getting a traumatic event right now, which breakups can be traumatic, of course. But more than anything, I feel like you are blaming yourself right now. And if anyone else is blaming you for this, they are not meant to be in your life. They are not kind people. They are just, I hate this for you, Group 3. I really do. I want you to know that this sadness and this fear is coming to a close with the devil reversed. I want you to know that there's a different perspective about this situation that you are not seeing, because you have been in this cycle of, this was my fault, I'm responsible, I hate myself. If this is triggering, please, after this reading, if it is triggering, please ground yourself. But I just really want you to know that there's a different perspective here that you're not seeing. Because you're blinded by your hatred, your pure hatred of yourself, because you feel like, this situation wouldn't have happened if you had just done something differently. If you had just answered their phone call or text. If you had just been a little bit nicer. If you had just spent more time with them. Listen, we never know when these things are going to happen. We never, ever know. Nobody knows. I mean, we are not perfect. Nobody knows. And, if this was a person that has been affected, I want you to know that, they do not think it was your fault at all. They really don't. Things just happen that we just don't understand. And I really do encourage you to connect with your guides and your angels, because they just want to wrap like this warm hug around you. Honestly, this is really upsetting. I'm sorry. Sorry, Group 3. I had to take a little step back. Your energy is just so palpable. It really is awful, like, sometimes being an empath, because your energy is so strong here, and I'm feeling it so incredibly deeply. Group 3, you're telling lies to yourself. You're telling yourself that this was your fault and that you're a horrible person. These are utter and complete lies. And I want you to know the universe is saying it is time to step away. Do you see these cups on the ground that have fallen and may not serve a use anymore? You think that, but all you gotta do is take the sand out of these cups at the bottom, and it'll just be like brand new. I just want you to know that this deep darkness down here, there's always a rainbow. There's a rainbow at the top, but you're never going to be able to see that rainbow if you keep blaming yourself and holding on to the situation. It's okay to grieve a situation, but the longer you hold on to this, the more you are just going to deteriorate. When you keep telling yourself lies, your inner self is going to start believing them. The more and more you tell these lies about yourself and the situation and how things could have gone different. I'm telling you now that they couldn't have. I am really telling you now that this situations like these are inevitable, and they will happen, and it is not your fault. There's nothing that you could have done. And with the Justice card reversed, there is no need. I mean, first of all, the Justice card reverse tells me, obviously, that there is injustice here. There are lies being told. that are not true. And also, there is not even any justice to be done, to be like served, and to begin with. There is no justice to be served because there's no trial. Like, you didn't do anything wrong. There's nothing that you did wrong. So what's the point in having a trial with yourself if there's no evidence against you? It's basically what I'm hearing. All right. Group 3, I'm pretty sure that's all I want to say to you. Honestly, that's not a lot, but that's just the main message that I'm getting right now. It is not your fault. I don't know what else to say. And it really speaks to me that you chose this rose crystal. Because obviously when I think of rose quartz crystal, I think of love. And that's what you need to give to yourself. I literally feel the utter hatred that you have for yourself. Like, this is not serving you. This is not serving you. And I feel more than anything that you are blaming yourself more than other people. I feel like people in your life keep saying, hey, this wasn't your fault. Don't beat yourself up over it. And you're like, no, it was. I could have done X, Y, and Z. Even if you did X, Y, and Z, the situation would not be any better, you know? Sometimes the universe just wants things to happen, and we always don't understand them. But it's not our fault. It is not our fault at all. Group 3, I'm going to go ahead and pull your oracles, and I will pick up with you guys when I do so. All right, Group 3, we are back. I did pull your oracles. I basically asked Spirit what you guys need to know. So let's go ahead and take a look. You, the Muse. Sorry if you can't see that. We have I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. Absolutely, Group 3. We have meditate and contemplate, new moon in Pisces. Excuse me. We have I'm sorry, defenselessness, riding past wrongs, uprooting. And last but not least, we have the moon in Taurus, personal growth, self-esteem. And if the number 14 resonates, take that for what you will. All right, Group 3. So it was kind of a rant a little bit earlier, but I really do feel passionate about you guys in the sense that, you know, you're treating yourself the way you shouldn't, basically. With you, the Muse here, I feel like you do know you're the Muse, but in a very warped and distorted way. You feel like the creator of this situation. You feel like you are the Muse. You are the inspiration for the situation that went down, that you blame yourself so hard for. But instead of seeing you as the Muse in that light, I do want you to see yourself as the Muse in a beautiful way. You're a divine being, a divine spiritual being, and I do want you to treat yourself as such, no matter how hard the situation will be, and no matter how hard it will be for you to let go. Here with the 8 of Cups, I want you to know that you are not the Muse of this situation. You are the Muse of yourself, and you need to treat yourself as such. Here we have I let go. Oh my gosh, I hate the light today. I let go of the shadow. All right, I'm just going to read it. I let go of the shadow of the past by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love. When I see, when it's saying that by seeing someone for the first time with the eyes of love, that somebody is you. Okay, let me let it focus for a sec. There we go, guys. Sorry, it might be hard to read, but this is like the only way I can get it to show the words. That somebody that it says, that's you. Okay, you haven't seen yourself through the eyes of love in so long. And yes, absolutely, you need to let go of the shadow of the past. You have been grieving for way too long, and it's okay to grieve, but not in the sense that you shouldn't grieve because you feel like it's your fault. You should grieve because it's a terrible situation. And you don't need to let go of the situation. You need to let go of your perspective of the situation, which is that you're this awful person who could have done so much more to prevent it, when you just truly couldn't. Oh my gosh, hold on. All right, we do have new moon in Pisces, meditate and contemplate. And I really do think you haven't really sat down and thought about the situation. You just went rapid fire. Like, as soon as it happened, you just went, this is all my fault. I'm done. I could have done something different. You never really sat down and thought about what happened. And that's something that Spirit's telling me that you need to do. Because if you don't sit down and think and introspect, hermit energy, how are you going to love yourself if you just, you don't think, you just go straight to hating yourself about the situation? We have, I'm sorry. I definitely feel like you are saying, I'm sorry. But again, it's not your fault. Defenselessness, righting past wrongs, uprooting. I want you to know that the situation was defenselessness. There's nothing that could have happened that would defend it, or a person. And I do feel like you need to right past wrongs with yourself. Okay, there's nothing that you need to do about the situation in terms of righting wrongs. You have to do it with yourself. I feel like your higher self is really coming through strong here. And saying, these roots that were planted that you're like down on your knees begging for forgiveness from, there's no need for that. There is no need for begging for forgiveness from this person or situation that happened. If it was a person, I do want to say that this person is telling you that in no way, shape, or form was it your fault. And they hate seeing you like this. They really do. Last but not least, we have the moon in Taurus, personal growth and self-esteem. And like I said, if 14, resonates, go ahead and take it. Self-esteem is really important in this situation. Like I said, I do get the feeling that you are constantly hating yourself. And I want you to know that the pain and the sorrow that you're going through is all for the purpose of personal growth, okay? I'm not saying that the situation is a good thing. What I am saying is that without it, two things. Without it, there would be no personal growth within you. Because I feel like situations like these bring you closer to the divine. They bring you closer to God. When you're on your knees begging for somebody to come back or begging for forgiveness, stuff like that really brings you closer to whatever you believe in. And that's always a good thing. It's always a good thing to believe that somebody up there is watching you and holding you. And they are. I just, loving yourself is really important in this situation. And I really do feel like you thought you could have saved this situation. You thought you could have saved this person. You thought you could have made this situation different. But Spirit, the whole thing Spirit wants to tell me here, and your higher self as well, possibly, it's time to let go. It's time to release these patterns of self-hatred and loathing. Because what life is it to live where something isn't your fault, but you're blaming yourself for that? There's no justice here. There's no justice here in the sense that there's no trial that is needed to begin with, group 3. But I really want you to contemplate the situation, meditate on the situation. And by that, I mean, really call on your guides, call on your angels, call on whomever you believe in, And I'm getting now that they will give you clarity. They will give you clarity on this situation. They will tell you what truly happened, and they will say, they will repeat what I'm saying, that it wasn't your fault and that there was nothing you could have done. So group 3, I want you to see yourself as the muse in a beautiful light, not as the creator of something devastating and just, what is it called? Destroying, disastrous, I think is what I'm trying to say. You are the creator of beautiful things, not of horrible things, because that's just not you. And I really do hope that you can get some closure from this reading, and perhaps closure from, you know, meditating or speaking with your guides. And just, if you need to cry, I understand. But group 3, that's going to be it for your reading. If you were triggered by this, please do what you need to do to ground yourself and calm, you know, whatever is triggering you, calm your anxiety and just bring peace. And I do hope peace comes to the situation for you. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and end your reading here, group 3. I wish you all the best. I'm praying for you, and I love you, and I will catch you guys in the next reading. Bye.